And good evening, I'm Demi DeSoto. Have you gotten our app yet on your smartphone or tablet? If not, you should. It's what's hot in the .com world. You know, you can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. From the Dove newsroom at this hour, the Mount Hood Cooper Spur Land Exchange Clarification Act has passed the U.S. House of Representatives. It was authored by Representatives Earl Blumenauer and Greg Walden, who addressed the development of Mount Hood.
Part of it was making sure that a very sensitive part around Mount Hood and the Crystal Springs watershed was exchanged out so that development didn't occur there. It occurred in an area that already has development, a more appropriate setting.
The law authorizes a land exchange to allow development of 120 acres of federal land in the government camp area near Mount Hood. That in exchange for 770 acres of non-federal land at Cooper Spur. And this process could greatly help Mount Hood Meadows Ski Resort. Well, an emergency drill of a different kind was conducted today during statewide Cascadia Rising exercises in conjunction with FEMA. A look toward the Medford Airport might have alarmed some because of what looked like an airplane crash off the runway. In reality, it was part of emergency crews in testing their ability to respond to what could be a plane crash at the site. In this case, a bus was set on fire, but airport spokesperson Kim Stern says it represented a more dangerous scenario.
In this particular scenario, we've got an aircraft that was outbound from San Francisco, inbound for Medford Airport. It has crash landed after hitting the runway, skidded off the runway. We've got 40 passengers and 40 flight crew that are on board the aircraft.
Around a dozen agencies were part of the response effort during the exercise. Tomorrow, the response of Ashland emergency crews will be tested along with the involvement of students in an emergency response in Gold Hill. Well, meanwhile, as part of the emergency drills with FEMA, emergency responder managers gathered to plan for a pending disaster. Cascadia Rising drills brought them together to practice how best to coordinate emergency response efforts with limited communications and compromised transportation routes for services. Jackson County Sheriff Corey Falls explains how they are brainstorming on how to respond effectively.
We have two things going this week. Today we have an exercise with North County agencies to include our office, Fire District 3, Shady Cove, Central Point, Eagle Point, ODOT, all to just have a tabletop exercise to discuss how we'd respond to different emergencies.
The emergency plan hopes to have responders ready when they work together, and it goes on through the rest of the week. As we take a look at our weather forecast, let's look around the regions and see what you can expect as we start heading toward the weekend. First of all, we'll look at Northern California, 50 degrees tonight, 81 on Thursday, then comes the cool down, 71 on Friday. As we look at the Klamath Basin, 73 tomorrow, 62 on Friday as the clouds start rolling in there as well. As we continue, we move on to the next region, that's the Oregon coast, 48 tonight, 64 degrees on Thursday, with some clouds lingering around into Friday with a temperature only about 61 degrees there. As we take a look at the Central Oregon forecast, 43 overnight, 71 tomorrow, then a chance of showers rolling in at the coast as another system starts to make its way onshore. They'll see temperatures overnight around 40 on Thursday, dropping down. And for Southern Oregon, 52 tonight, 50 tomorrow night, 45 on Friday night, 80 and 70 during the day. And that's the look at the snapshot of the latest from the Dove newsroom. Be sure to start your day from 6 to 9 a.m. weekdays right here on Mornings on the Dove.